Hi, people.
Eugene, go outside.
I would like to thank another YouTuber, specifically, for making my son happy. Adrienne Floreen has been to the hospital 3 times in the last few days. And every time that he has come home from the hospital, he has immediately said, "Mom, did Tasting History make a new video?" Yes, I'm serious. A few months ago, we asked Eugene to draw a picture of what he wanted to be when he grew up. And he drew a picture of somebody playing video games. And he said it was a picture of him in the future being a video game YouTuber, because that was what he wanted to be when he grew up. Now, he wants to be a food YouTuber also, and he also wants to make videos about plants, and he wants to make videos about volcanoes. Thanks to Tasting History, Geology Hub, and Crime Pays, and Botany Doesn't. So in the next few days, I will be recording videos of Eugene identifying plants, and I will actually also be uploading videos I recorded several months ago of him identifying plants, and I will be recording videos of Eugene trying foods, and Eugene cooking food, and also of Eugene playing video games. He actually wants to have his own channel. Isn't that cool? Like, he got inspired by watching other YouTubers. When he said he wanted to be a video game YouTuber, I said, cool. Awesome, go for it. You're really good at playing video games, and video game YouTubers make a lot of money. I'm happy he wants to make videos about something else other than video games, though. So I would like to thank the YouTubers that have inspired my son to not only want to play video games for a living, but also perhaps cook, or perhaps identify plants, or perhaps visit volcanoes and make videos about science. And to thank these YouTubers, I would like to offer some seeds. Hyssopus officinalis. Hyssop. If you want to grow some hyssop, I will send you some seeds from this unopened and expired seed package. However, before I send anyone these seeds, I will be opening this package and planting some and doing a viability test. So this is a really interesting seed package that came from alchemyworks.com. I think I got it over 10 years ago. The reason it's really interesting is alchemyworks.com is or was a company that sells seeds to people who want to use them to perform witchcraft. Start seeds 10 weeks before the last frost. Barely cover seeds to germinate in 3 weeks at 70 degrees Fahrenheit / 21 degrees centigrade. Transplant to full sun or partial shade. It can be grown in pots. Once established, it can be propagated by root division in fall or by rooting cuttings in the summer. On or close to full moon, not the full moon, it says full moon, harvest leaves before the plant flowers in the morning after the dew has dried off. Harvest flowers when they are almost completely open. Dry upside down in bunches, then strip off leaves and flowers and store in airtight container away from light. In airtight container, not a airtight container. Prune after flowering to make a more compact plant, and mulch for winter in coldest climates. Its camphorous minty scent is great in potpourri, and this herb is important in purification rituals for both ritual and practical magic, spelled with a CK, magic, M-A-G-I-C-K. Still keeps off the evil eye in Sicily. Its violet flowers are edible. Wow! Wow! I have a bunch of seed packages like this, and actually, some of them that I said unopened are actually opened. I'm pretty sure this one is actually unopened. But these like re-stick really well, so it's hard to tell if they've actually been opened or not. But I got these years ago in like a bulk order from this company, and I have like a bunch of their seed packages, mostly opened, but some are unopened like this one. But yeah, hyssop, it's what Tasting History had to find a specialized grower to use in his haggis video. I wish he had contacted me a few months before he made that video, because I could have sent him seeds, and by the time he made the video, he could have had it like growing in a flower pot in his kitchen and chopped it off and threw it straight into his recipe or something. So that's a really interesting seed package. What this company wrote in their seeds is really interesting and sometimes really weird. I have a few more of their seed packages in this bag, and let me find another interesting one to read to you. That's interesting. That's even more interesting. Let's see. Digitalis purpurea alba, white foxglove, Saturn, 500 seeds. Surface sow and keep moist but not sopping. Seeds germinate quickly at 68 F. Transplant to full sun in the north and in shade in the south. This plant can't take hot weather. It likes rich soil, so add plenty of compost. It forms a rosette the first season and flower spikes the second. If your season is long enough, it will make seed pods and reseed itself. Harvest seeds when pods are brown. If you have hard winters, cut off the dead flowers so the plant will pull its energy into building a strong root. Once it gets developed, you can make new plants by dividing and replanting the roots. This is classic foxglove, folk's glove for the folk. It says in parentheses, beloved by bees, deadly poison. Here's another interesting seed packet I got from this company. Oh no! This one is not only opened, but it is pouring out. Old English lavender. I am not going to attempt to take it out of this bag right now. Let me see if there is another seed package from this company that I can read, that I can get out of this bag without it pouring out. Oh, here's a really interesting one. Oh no, it's open too. Wow. This is going to be a problem. This is really going to be a problem, because when I go to plant these seeds, I want to know what they are. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, seeds are going everywhere. They're going everywhere. They're really going everywhere. One even went on my skirt. Ugh. Somebody made an idiotic mistake and put these seed packages near upside down. Lavandula spica, S-P-I-C-A. Their font is weird. Their S looks like an 8. Look at this weird ass font that they used. Wow. I'm going to put this down and very carefully take out this other seed packet, because now I have a mixture of 2 different seeds in this bag, and you're going to see why this is making me almost have a conniption in a moment. Deuterostramonium, moonflower, Venus herb, 50 seeds. Soak seeds in a thermos filled with warm water for 24 hours. Change the warm water for clean water every 6 hours. Then fold seeds inside a paper towel soaked in warm water and wring out. Put in a baggie. They use the word baggie. Yeah, put your Deuterostramonium seeds in a baggie in a warm place on a heating pad or on low, or on a water heater, on a heating pad on low, or on a water heater. Sorry for misspeaking, and check for germination daily. Seeds should germinate in a couple of days. Then carefully plant in seed-starting soil. Don't touch the root. This annual gets 3 to 5 feet, 1 to 1.5 m high. Jimson weed, they call it Jimson weed, can be grown in containers indoors as long as it gets plenty of sun and the soil is rich. If you snap off the pods, which contain the seeds, you will get more flowers, but if you want seeds, let the pods remain. White flowers last a day, are pollinated by moths, and are sweet-scented at night. Great for moon gardens. Poisonous. Hey, at least they warned you it was poisonous. When I was in high school, some high school students my age, at the high school in the town that was right next door to my town, found this plant growing in the wild in the field across the street from their school. They ate some seeds, and the news article about what happened is still on the internet to this day. Whenever I see somebody asking for or offering deuterostramonium seeds in a Facebook seed exchange group, I always send them a link to the article with a stern warning about being careful who you send those seeds to and what state you send those seeds to and what the person's intentions are who wants the seeds. Just in case. These seed packets ridiculous, and now I have a mixture of lavender and deuterostramonium seeds in the bottom of this bag, because many of the seed packages were bagged upside down, and I didn't realize that. There might be some tomato seeds in there. What else is in there? Primula veris, cow slip, associated with Beltane and Freya. Very protective and a great fairy plant. Leaves and yellow part of flower edible. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Does anyone want some seeds? I have extra. I am offering seeds from my collection to my subscribers. Somebody gave me this. It says Mullen Beck. I wrote what I thought it might be on the label. Like, they gave me all these seeds. Arnica. I wrote Arnica Montana ? Asteraceae. Like, really? What kind of arnica is it? What kind of arnica did you give me? Salsify. Do you want to grow some salsify? They wrote salsify, edible root, purple flower, 4 foot tall. And then I wrote the scientific name for salsify on the label. Like, seriously, like, I went through all of these seeds and I Googled what they actually were, and I wrote scientific names on labels where they were missing, and I wrote, like, warnings on a few packages, like, saying something is deadly poisonous might be an understatement if it's foxglove. Actually, they should explain, like the other seed package that I read in my video I can't upload explained, that foxglove is not only deadly poisonous, but also a life-saving heart medicine for the same reason that it's poisonous. All right, I'm going to tell you the story again. Sometime in the future, you may see me telling this story in another video that I uploaded sometime in the future. Because I haven't been able to upload it yet, I can't get it off the phone. I was at the hospital. And they had me in one of those hospital rooms where they have 2 people in a room and a curtain dividing them. And the curtain was like pulled over halfway. And there was this lady in the hospital who had a long history of numerous heart attacks. I think they said she had like over 100 heart attacks or almost 100 heart attacks. So the doctor waltzes in. It was either the doctor or a nurse. And he says, okay, thank you for being responsible and coming in right when your heart started acting abnormally. This time we're going to give you digitalis instead of the beta blockers we usually give you. And the lady asked a really intelligent question. She said, what's the difference between digitalis and the beta blockers you usually give me? And the doctor or nurse or whoever the heck he was said, oh, it's just another medication we give to heart patients in the ER. So when she left, I pulled up the Wikipedia page for digitalis purpurea, and I explained to her that in the times of the ancient Greeks and Romans, they knew that cutting off a tiny microscopic piece the size of like the head of a pin and giving it to somebody who is having certain types of heart arrhythmias would sometimes save their life. And for the same reason, the plant is deadly poisonous, because even ingesting a microscopic piece of it could stop your heart. And the lady was impressed. She asked me if I was a doctor or a nurse. I said, no, I'm a YouTuber. But imagine that. Imagine asking the doctor a question like that when you're in the hospital and just getting a bullshit answer. Oh, it's just the medication we give you. Like, seriously? Also, imagine not being able to, like, pull out your phone and Google what they're giving you, because the lady was, like, watching videos on Netflix or something on a smartphone and didn't think to do what I did. And then acted like I was like some kind of genius or expert because I told her literally what you could read off of Google. Google yourself. So I'm now going to end this video. This video is over. Thank you for making my son happy when he was in our awful hospitals. If you want some seeds, ask me for them. I've got quite the collection.
I'm smoking.
And apparently it is time for a smoke break. You might see this video end with my finger reaching over and pressing that button that makes it stop recording, because when I edited that out of a video I took the day before yesterday, the video no longer showed up in the DCIM drive. I'm going to return this phone. I'm not even going to activate it to service. I'm going to attempt to see if I can use my neighbor's Mac to extract the video that I want to upload, where I told the same story that I just told you the day before yesterday. If I cannot do so, I will have to go to some kind of like store or the iPhone expert place or whatever it's called. I don't know. I am really, really irritated, people. My son's been to the hospital 3 times in the last few days. We have not had internet for over 2 weeks, and it worked for like a day, and now it's out again. So we have no internet and no TV right now. And I have a dead phone. I can't activate the service. I can't get the videos off of it. I'm so irritated. And I'm having my period. And I'm having this like chronic pain in my side, probably caused by a completely different issue than Eugene's chronic pain in his side. And I can't believe my son got caught up in the same, we will just send you home and say you're okay after giving you a pill, and tomorrow you wake up in pain again with the pill wore off system. I'm just livid. Absolutely livid. We can't get an appointment at the 30 different phone numbers they told us to call that they guaranteed would give an appointment. We can't get an appointment. We're going to have to rent a car because we haven't gotten the parts for my car yet to go elsewhere, which is what I had to do. Like, numerous times. I have had to leave this county numerous times, even leave this state numerous times, just to get basic medical care. So I'm not a happy camper right now. What made Eugene the most happy was watching Tasting History. And he recorded this long video that I can't get off my phone, personally thanking Tasting History. So since I can't get the video off my phone, I would like to personally thank Tasting History. And also Geology Hub, and Crime Pays, and Botany Doesn't. Because of you 3, my son knows all about volcanoes, and he can say, oh, look at that Cordidaria jubata grass, Mommy. I love Cordidaria jubata. That's one of my favorite plants. I love that grass. And he wants to do something other than play video games. Thank you, people. You're awesome. YouTubers are awesome. All of you are awesome. I'm going to reach my phone around